White House officials say they are cautiously optimistic about the direction of these hostage talks, and certainly they have looked at the proposals that are on the table and do believe that eventually a deal could be reached. But remember, the White House had once been hopeful for a hostage deal by the start of Ramadan, and of course that deadline came and went without a deal. And certainly officials here are very realistic that there do remain a number of sticky issues for these two sides to resolve before a deal is eventually reached that would include a temporary ceasefire. Of course, this is all happening as this deepening rift emerges between this White House and the government of Israel, led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. And you saw that play out last week with this address that the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer delivered, calling for new elections in Israel that would eventually result in the ouster of Netanyahu. When President Biden was asked about that speech, he did not endorse specifically that call for new elections, but he also didn't condemn it. Listen to what he said.
He made a good speech, and I think he expressed a serious concern, shared not only by him, but by many Americans.
Now, we are told that Schumer did inform senior officials at the White House that he was preparing to deliver that speech, and he didn't receive any concerns about the diplomatic fallout or the political fallout. And it does give you an indication of just how much this relationship has frayed between President Biden and Netanyahu. Really, at the onset of this war, they talked on the phone on a daily, weekly basis. Now it has been more than a month since the two men have spoken, and you do hear mounting levels of frustration at the White House over what is viewed as Netanyahu's rejection of certain recommendations, whether it's how this war is being fought in Gaza, whether it's the importance of getting humanitarian aid into the enclave, or about the future of a Palestinian state. All of these issues that American officials think that Netanyahu has sort of rejected their opinions on. And so this could devolve even further as Israel continues to discuss a major operation in Rafah. White House officials have said that that type of operation should not proceed without a credible plan to protect the millions of Palestinian civilians who are sheltering there. As of Friday, the White House says they haven't seen such a plan, and certainly you can expect that White House officials would be preparing for a response should that operation go forward, and certainly they will be discussing those in the days ahead. But you do see a relationship very much fraying as this war proceeds. Kevin Liptak, CNN, the White House.